Hello and welcome to English class of Standard 12th. We'll be doing the poem Song of the Open Road. It is written by Walt Whitman. This is the first poem of our course book. Section 2 is the section of poetry of our textbook, and the first poem of this section is 2.1 Song of the Open Road. We begin with the icebreakers. The first question is we have to choose the mode of travel that we would like the most for our journey. It may be airways, waterways, railways, or roadways. We have to give the reasons as to why we will prefer that mode of transport or that mode of journey. So first one, airways. If we select airways, we can give the preference as it is time saving. Even if it is costly, it is affordable nowadays because of economy airlines. Also, it is useful to go all over the world if we can afford it, and also we can enjoy bird's eye view of different places. The next one is waterways. Waterways is enjoyable way of travel. Commuting on waterways, that is going to and fro every day, is not common all over India. In Kerala, people they use on boats on canals on the creeks for daily commute, that is daily uh, to and fro for their work, and it is a totally new experience on the oceans. The next one is on waterways. We can get the experience of peace of mind and relaxation on long journey. So that is how waterways can be preferred. The next mode of travel is railways. Railways, they are safe, quick and cheap way to travel long distances. They are convenient for overnight journeys. There is no extra cost for night stay and rest. Railways, they are comfortable for individuals, families and large groups. Railways, we can view of passing landscapes and communities living along the route. Also, railways gives us the opportunity to meet people and even make friends. It is good for work, for family trips, for pilgrimage touring. All kinds of journeys are possible and affordable because of railways. Next is roadways. What is the uh, preference for roadways? By roadways we can travel through remote areas. We can travel by own vehicles, which gives us freedom to move freely, and also we can enjoy the natural beauty, greenery, mountains, water bodies. We can see various geographical features, flora and styles of clothing, food and even language because of roadways. So this is the advantage of all these different modes of travel for journey. When we select the different modes of travel, what kind of preparations we would like to make for that journey, that we have to discuss. A journey by road, what can we do for that? We will need a virtual map of for the route to take. We will have to uh, expect the highways and also the food, water and facilities like restrooms, pharmacies. All these things we will have to know beforehand when we travel by road. We can also carry the food, drinks for and emergency medicines for unexpected situations. Also we can take umbrellas and other rainwear. We can take flashlight with us, toolbox and jack. And also while traveling with our own vehicle, we must have the vehicle serviced and in perfect shape for the long distance travel. All the documents related to the vehicle, driver's license, registration papers, insurance papers also should be updated. And also the journey requires the traveler should wear suitable comfortable clothes. He should wear and pack the clothes and accessories accordingly. And also we can foresee the weather conditions, and along with that we can plan our trip. Since all of us do own mobile phones, our family will want to know about our well-being, so we have to call to our family members. We have to keep our phone charged, and also we have to keep the power bank with us. Now we must travel with the list of emergency contact numbers with us in case there is in case we are lost or we do not get the routes, or we are out of contact. Then also we can decide to travel alone. If we decide to travel alone, we must be in touch with our family members. If one has a company, then the travelers should also discuss the budget, that is how much money we have and how we are going to tackle the emergency services and unexpected situations. So these are the things we have to concern beforehand, so that we can have a smooth journey ahead by road. Here we have to discuss the ways in which we can overcome the problems or difficulties we are facing during our journey. In case we are in problem or difficulty, we should go to the nearest place where we can try to resolve the problem, or also we can inform our family about the problem. We can take the steps needed to see that the problem does not become worse, or we can ensure and make it sure that we are safe till the problem is resolved. Also we can continue the journey, or we can return home back. For every journey, we have to observe certain rules. Here we have to discuss our ideas of journey without any restrictions. So we can begin it like this. I would like to go with my friends, since we work well as a team even though we have varied interests and skills. We are like-minded about most things, and we will share the cost, and all of us drive well. So in this way we can begin it. We can also write that my friends and I love to have fun, but none of us are ever unruly, that is we do not break the rules. We do always will respect the law and are particular about the others safety and also of the safety of our own. Next line we can add it, we will be sure to never speed or drive rashly. None of us are smokers or consume forbidden substances like alcohol. The last line we can end it, we will ensure that each gets some rest. We will also make it sure we keep a logbook to record our road trip for memories, as well as a guide for later trips, so we can avoid the mistakes and fill in the loopholes. So in this way we can write about certain rules, and also we can maintain a logbook. Let's know about the poet Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman, his lifespan was from 1819 to 1892. He was an American poet, essayist, and a journalist. Whitman is among the most influential poets in the American canon, and he is often called as the father of free verse. That is, his poems were not having a rhythmatic effect or any rhyme scheme. He grew up in Huntington in a family with difficult economic status, which means he did not belong to any well-off family. His major work was Leaves of Grass, which was published in July 1855. His poem, O Captain, My Captain, which is a poem written on the death of Abraham Lincoln, is widely popular. The section 1 of the poem, Song of the Open Road, it is from Leaves of Grass. It is a beautiful blend of self-awareness, free will, and tenderness of heart. This is the poem which gives us the positivity of life. So let's begin with the poem. Let's know about the poem. The poem is a poet's self-realization that along the journey of life, one has to face the test of wisdom, and this test of wisdom, it is not tested in any of the school or universities. The poet says that the road is something that everyone uses, whether he is a rich person or a poor, and it forces all the people, all the levels of people to associate with one another, to cooperate with one another. The road signifies mobility, that is movement. One can take the road as a point to start over towards something new. Walt Whitman, he talks about the people and the places. He argues against staying in one place for very long time. Although the hospitality may be true, but one cannot stay in one place for a long time. Let us begin with the poem Song of the Open Road by Walt Whitman. Afoot and light-hearted, I take to the open road. The poet is giving his feelings, and he is saying that he is walking by his foot lightheartedly on the open road. The next line, healthy, free, the world before me. He says that the world before him is healthy and free. The long brown path before me leading wherever I choose. He says that the path before him is brown, which is somewhere showing difficulties. The color brown is showing difficulties, and he says the long brown path, that is the long difficult path before him, it is leading him wherever he will select, he will choose to move. Henceforth I ask not good fortune, I myself am good fortune. That is, hereafter I am not going to ask for any good fortune, I am not going to ask for any luck. He says he himself is a good fortune. That is, he himself is giving positivity to his thoughts. Again in the next line he says, henceforth I whimper no more. That is, hereafter he is not going to whimper. He is not going to be weak. He is not going to have a fear or pain, or he is going to criticize. He is not going to postpone no more. Means no work he is going to postpone. He is needing nothing. So like that the line goes, henceforth I whimper no more. That is, I am not going to be weak, I am not going to postpone any work, and I need nothing. Done with indoor complaints, libraries, querulous criticisms, which means he is not going to complain anymore. In any indoor complaints he is not going to have. He is going to, he has done, he has read all the books, he has read the libraries, he is querulous criticisms, that is, he is not going to show any complaints or going to get irritated, and he is going to move out on the open road freely. Strong and content, I travel the open road. He is going to move on the open road. He is going to travel on the open road with strong feelings and with content. That is, satisfiedly he is going to move ahead. The earth that is sufficient. He says that the earth is sufficient for him. I do not want the constellations any nearer. I know they are very well where they are. The poet says that he is contented in his life. He does not want any constellations. That is, in this context, it is he does not need any destiny or any fate, or he does not want any influential people. He says he know they are very well where they are. That is, the galaxies, the constellations are where they should be. I know they suffice for those who belong to them. Means it is better that it is with the people who believe in them. He does not want to be part of those constellations or part of the destiny. He does not want that. But still, then in the next line he says, still here I carry my old delicious burdens. Now here the contradiction starts of the poem. Till this line the poet says he wants nothing, he does not want destiny, he does not want to be weak, he wants to be strong. But after that he's in this line he is saying that still here I carry my old delicious burdens. That is, whatever burdens he has in his life he is going to carry with him while walking on the open road. The burdens are, I carry them, men and women, I carry them with me wherever I go. That is, he is going to carry the memories of the people, the thoughts of the people, the men and the women they were there in his life, and he is going to carry them wherever he goes in the journey of life. He cannot leave them back. He says, I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. He is saying that it is impossible for me, that is, it is impossible for everyone to give back their thoughts, to give back their memories, or to keep them back. So he is saying, I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them, to keep them away. So he is going to carry the memories, the thoughts of the people, and the people along with him. So I am filled with them. He is filled with the thoughts and the memories of the people, and I will fill them in return. Means I am going to give the thoughts the happy thoughts or the thoughts of himself to those people, and in his life he is going to move ahead on the open road. So these are the positive feelings of the poet which he expresses, to live life openly on the road, to move ahead in life and not to stop in the life where they are. To move ahead is the message that move ahead in life is the message that is being given by the poet Walt Whitman. I hope you have understood the poem. Thanks for watching. Meet you in the next class with the brainstorming part of the poem Song of the Open Road.
So friends, don't forget to subscribe the channel and share the video, and also to like the video. Thanks for watching.